I definitely believe that there's power in numbers. So just by coming to marches like this and supporting, I do believe that that allows our voices to be heard and to actually get the message out, because I don't believe that people care about it enough, like not even now, not even as the youth. Like, this is a global problem. This isn't a single country or a single racist problem. This is everyone's problem. We're all on this earth together, and we all have a future that we have to save.
And there's a lot of talk of it being not the youth's job to protest or things like that, and that the youth should be at school. And yes, we should be at school. But because adults in society and in positions of power aren't taking a stand, and they aren't doing anything about the drastic causes of climate change and what it's having an effect on our future, we have to take a stand, and we have to make them hear us. Yeah. I feel I've been betrayed by older generations, because there were warnings from years and years and years ago that this was going to happen, and nothing was done to stop it. In fact, it accelerated. The use of coal accelerated, the use of other fossil fuels accelerated, and the pollution of the environment accelerated, and nothing was done. And now us as the youth, who are supposed to be at school, even on today, have to take a stand against this because we've been betrayed.
Well, this is the planet that we're all living in, and if we're not going to look after that, all of our futures are threatened. We need to take this time, take the stand. It's not difficult to come out and march, let our voices be heard, and so I think it's a massive, important movement that everyone needs to be part of. It's all of our futures at stake.
I think I want young people to come out and join marches like this, but also to not be afraid of participating in protests and for letting their voices be heard, because I think sometimes when you're young, I think there's maybe a fear of being like looked down upon or ridiculed by people who are older. But I think it's just important for the youth to realize that this is not something to be scared about. This is something to just throw yourself into completely, because at the end of the day, this is our future that we're fighting for.
Exactly. And then I wanted to say that I feel like a lot of people my age, and I've even spoken to people about it, feel like they can't do something. They don't know what to do. There's huge danger in our future, and people our age don't know what to do. But if you come out to marches and if you make yourself heard, it really does help. Like they were saying, strength in numbers. If we all come out and we make ourselves heard, then they have to listen to us, because essentially people of power won't always be in power. We are the next generation. We are the future of the country, of the continent, of the world, which means that if we take a stand now, we can ensure that we have a better future, not just for ourselves, but for generations that come after us. And I personally would like to still be able to go to the beach. I would like to be able to know that there are still rhinos in my future. I would like there to be, a cruelty-free future for animals, especially animals in terms of farming. It's getting ridiculous. The effects are astronomical. It's not only about animal cruelty, it's about the fact that like cattle farming releases so much carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere that we really need to take a stance and make a change, and you can't ignore the effects anymore. So as someone who is young, get involved and do research, find out about what's happening, and go to marches.
We just wanted to take a stand against climate change, because it's come to a point where the effects are almost irreversible, and we have to do something about it.
Well, I've been following the Extinction Rebellion movement ever since, I think probably earlier this year, finding out about the Fridays for Future marches, Extinction Rebellion, the die-ins and everything. And I think this is the exact way to be tackling the movement with, I think they're calling it civil disobedience, and showing that things can't just continue as normal if the world is in a crisis. No one's acting like it's a crisis. We've got to really show that in every aspect of our lives that we are in a climate crisis right now, and immediate action must be taken. We need to catch up with the march, guys. It's 11.
Yes.